Zach Wright in the 07 car. He is a champion. A winner, rather, last week in the Northeast Mini Stock Tour at Thompson Speedway. So Zach Wright in the 07 car from Niantic, Connecticut. Watch out for him. Go towards the front. Here we go, 40 laps, $1,000 on the line. Jordan Hanley, he'll take off like a rocket ship. He's your leader in the turn number 1. Side by side, here comes a 24, and that is Caddick behind the wheel in that car.
So the run-on driver who's trying to get the lead away from Hadley can't do it. Ken Cassidy Jr. in third, and he is getting a challenge from the Flash, Mark Panarone.
We've had a lot of cars added to this field, as I believe some of the Super X cars were added here late, so
they're just out there just to get a few laps in.
You got
Shiflin and Herman, and also Chuck McDonald in car number 01 at the front of the field. He is a part of the field, Chuck McDonald, and a couple of dress rehearsal cars, Wayne Shiflin and Ray Herman, and the leader continues to be airtime.
Brad Caddick running second, Panarone in third. Don't forget $1,000 on the line. 4th spot right now is the number 11 car of Ken Cassidy Jr.
Look at Ian Brew, looks like a different driver than he has been most of the season, as he is trying to slash his way underneath Karen. That's on that trophy.
All right. Hey, pace car lights are out. We're going to go back to green flag racing. Does Jordan Hadley have what it takes to win this thing? I think he does. 2 laps down, 38 to go.
Well, he has done it twice this year, winning a mini stock feature. And right now, it'll be a double file battle between Hadley and Brad Caddick. So as they amble off the corner and we get up to speed, it is Hadley getting all he can handle from Caddick. Caddick getting a little friendly shove from behind by Ken Cassidy Jr.
Yeah, Cassidy Jr. now. Oh, your new leader is Brad Caddick. The 24 takes the advantage of the 37, and we got trouble on the backstretch.
Yeah, Hadley looked like a hula girl as he started to bob and weave, and that opened the door for Panarone to move into second place. Little belly dancing action by Jordan Hadley.
Right, we had 2 great driving deals there in turn number 4, but it looks like Trudeau is not going to get refired there. So Trudeau in that 97
has retired.
Okay, side by side, we're going to get a restart this time. Let's see if the 51 and the 24 can keep this field going here with Panarone to the outside of Caddick.
3 laps in. This is like getting ketchup out of the bottle here in the early going, but we'll see how Brad Caddick can respond, and he responds very well, getting the jump on Panarone.
Yeah, side by side, the mini stocks go down the backstretch. Hadley's got the 37 rocking. He's up to 3rd spot again, side by side for the lead.
Now Ian Brew making a statement. He is on the inside of Karen, and he is trying to twist into 4th place, but it looks like Karen has just as much momentum as he does.
Yeah, Ian Brew's got the 3 running the best all season I have seen as he goes up to 4th spot. Look at behind him. It is a traffic jam of mini stocks.
Cassidy is there. Canfield is there. Wade Burrows, a regular season champion, is there. And so is Zach Wright, and they're all chasing Mark Panarone, who was able to get by Brad Caddick. And we have a problem, a car going backwards, Sean Karen, and everybody is able to avoid him. So Karen, it looked like a balloon with the air left out, and we stay under green. The 39 car is back up to speed.
Wow.
And we keep moving, and nobody's moving quicker than Mark Panarone.
That looks fatal, but I tell you what, good job of driving there by Karen. Here we go, up front is Panarone. Boy, that's a great feeling for Mark Panarone to be leading this thing by 3 car lengths over Brad Caddick.
Boy, nobody is better at getting out of predicaments than Sean Karen, and he just proved it right there. Ian Brew looks like a different driver than the one we have seen all season long, as he found something last weekend at Thompson, and he has brought it with him to Waterford.
I'll tell you something you do need today is some patience. These cars not normally going 40 laps, so it's a big race for them. Jordan Hadley is taking his time to get around Brad Caddick, but it looks like he's going to get it done in turn 1.
Yeah, he is going to trampoline his way underneath the 24. Caddick fighting hard on the outside, so that is not a done deal. Guy who ran 1-2, and the 2 guys who ran 1-2 in points, Burrows and Cassidy running side by side. And Pete Zackelwright, is he driving the wheels off that number 07 or what? As he got sideways with that car, but keeps moving quickly.
Yeah, Pete picking up a win last week in the World Series at Thompson in a 07 car. Always tough here at the Speedbowl.
And Panarone fattening his lead at the expense of Jordan Hadley. Caddick in third, followed by Brew, and then leading the next cluster of cars is Wade Burrows. Wade, the champion, as he started the season with a victory back in May. Let's see if he can end the season with a win.
39 off the pace. That's the Mr. Reuter car driven by Andrew Grozemski out of Haddam, Connecticut.
And he is in the rear of the field trying to keep Papakota behind him, and he can't do it. Papakota is able to pick up the spot, and the car getting the affection of the fans is Mark Panarone, and Hadley has moved into sole control a second, but we got a great battle between a couple of Rhode Island guys, Brad Caddick and Brew, and the black flag, I believe, might have gone out for Cassidy. Ken Cassidy in trouble.
Yeah, Ken Cassidy brings the number 11 car to the infield. Boy, that's a big statement right there. That is one of your top competitors going to the infield. We got a black flag for car number 6, it looks like, of Nick Papakota.
So Papakota will be summoned to the safety road, and look at Panarone leading by about the length of an aircraft carrier over Jordan Hadley, and Caddick is a distant third. Chris Ivory doing a good job in car number 06. Remember, he had that fluorescent color car. He wrecked it, worked hard to get another ride, and Christopher Ivory is holding his own in that number 06 car.
Yeah, there's a guy we'll see come back next year stronger than ever. Really a great driver here. He's won earlier in the season with that 06 Hamilton Market machine, but watch out for the 06 going to the front next season here in the mini stocks for sure.
Here comes Zachariah as he is on the back bumper like adhesive tape to Wade Burrows' car. Now Burrows pulls away slightly, and he is going after Ian Brew. If you're looking for feel-good stories through the first 17 laps of this race, what about Ian Brew? Through most of the season, he was in the back of the field, and today he is in the top 4.
Yeah, he's holding back the champ. The number 20 car, Wayne Burrows, can't get around him. I tell you what, Ian's got to feel really good about that run so far.
And here comes Burrows as he tries to carve his way underneath Brew. So Burrows is starting to pick things up. He goes sideways. So very treacherous at turn number 4, but Burrows is able to handle it.
Great battle there between Zachariah and the 25 car going side by side. That's Charles Canfield. That's for a position, folks.
And now the yellow has come out, and it is for...
It's a shame that he had that issue, and we won't be able to see him compete out here against some really good mini stock drivers. You got Mitch Bombard in the field in the number 10 car. He's towards the back of the pack. He's trying to make his way towards the front. The 25 car, 06 machine, also trying to get to the front as well.
As we call him, Roadmap Mitch Bombard. He'll go anywhere in order to race. So he is in our field now during the regular season. Competed on the mini stock tour. Can Panarone get the jump on airtime? We are about to find out. And like a clown popping up in a jack-in-the-box, it is a 51 of Panarone moving out in front.
Boy, Brad Caddick got a good start there. He pulls even with Jordan. Jordan now drops back to third. Remember, patience counts here. This is a long race as Jordan in the 37 tries to get around Caddick.
Hadley had trouble negotiating the outside groove. Now he looks a lot more stable, but he has to worry about the presence of the champion, Wade Burrows, as Burrows is trying to trouble as Corey Caddick gets around. In turn 1, going on the grass is Sean Caron. So his eccentric afternoon will continue, and Mitch Bombard is also double duty today. Big Mac, car number 01, and we will also see him in car number 28 in the X-Car event. So a busy afternoon for Big Mac. And the question is, can Corey Caddick kind of wiggle his way through the field and become a factor? Right now, Mark Panarone is in front, but you're only as good as your last restart, and let's find out how good Panarone will be.
2 by 2, the mini stocks get ready to refire, and they do. Down the front stretch, Panarone and Caddick. It's a dead heat into turn number 1.
And now Panarone trying to pull away by a half a car. Caddick is not allowing that to happen. It is a 51 of Panarone in front, but all over him like a leather jacket on a motorcycle runner is a 24 of Caddick. Also involved is Hadley and Burrows.
Looks like an I-95 traffic jam, but it's mini stocks here at the speedbowl. Side by side, here they go down the backstretch.
Well, ending the gridlock is Panarone as he moves out in front. And here comes Hadley trying to Pinocchio his way into second. The Tasmanian Devil their way off the corner, and it is not even. They come together. Caddick hits the wall hard. Hadley hits the wall hard. as they both crack the wall after coming together on the front start-finish line.
Boy, a hard hit for both drivers
Out this year because they are the experts at what they do, and also CWPM. So hopefully, maybe next year, you can promote your business on our backstretch. Just call our folks at the Speedbowl, Mike Luca, and he would gladly get you dialed in for next season. And now we are getting up to speed. Look at Panarone trying to get the jump on Burrows, but Burrows is all over him like a tattoo.
Yep.
He is not surrendering.
The champ's on the outside, side by side for the lead. Down the backstretch, Panarone with the advantage, but on that outside lane, and he's making it quick. It's Wayne Burrows Jr.
They stroll off the corner. Here comes Burrows looking for some momentum. New leader, Wayne Burrows.
Still side by side. Panarone trying to get back that lead. Here comes 25 and the 3 also battling.
Also in the middle of the action is Charles Canfield, car number 25. He has come from the shadows to third place. And a driver with some giddy up. Wayne Burrows leads for the second consecutive lap.
Dave Trudeau right there in the 97. It's a 6-car battle for the lead.
And Trudeau, remember, he had a problem earlier and was abandoned on the track. Now he's trying to crowbar his way underneath Ian Brew. Brew is holding on, but Trudeau has some ammunition.
The pistol right there, 07 car, Pete Zachariah up to 4th spot. Now Brew goes up high. He's going to get some competition from the 06 of Chris Ivory.
Panarone has the lead back as he is able to tucker out Wade Burrows for the time being. Burrows has dropped into second, and here comes Canfield, and Canfield takes second away from the 20 car.
Canfield loves these big races. The 25 car goes into the second spot. He's going to chase down the leader.
And Pistol Pete Zachariah is moved into position. Car number 07, as he is trying to fireball his way underneath the sideways Wade Burrows, as the back end almost came around Burrows coming off the 4th corner.
Talk about patience. Pete Zachariah's had it. He is coming up to the 3rd position, trying to get around the number 20 car. We got trouble in turn 4.
And that is a 39 car of Krasminski, who is able to get back onto the track. So we avoid yellow, and he is going to crawl on the inside of the track. Here comes Zachariah. The word crawl does not apply to him, and he moves into 3rd, and he had to pass the champion in order to do it.
Boy, he's got a podium run. Trudeau gets into the side of Burrows. That's for position number 4. Trudeau coming to the front, Matt.
I think Burrows is losing the handling of that car. We have seen it in turn number 4, where he is having a difficult time. He goes to the inside groove. Let's see if this works better for him. Ian Brew continues to have a great afternoon, followed by Christopher Ivory. Then it is Moffitt. But now at the front of the field, trying to extend his lead, is the 51 of Mark Panarone, and the yellow comes out.
Brian Norman in the 21 car has spun out under the Mr.
One of the few remaining drive-ins left in the country. So procrastinating is not a good idea. Now coming up next will be our Granite State Pro Stock Series, followed by the New England Race Trucks, then the X Cars, the Super X Cars, and then we will have the Limited Sportsman. Right now we're having a restart, and flying like a Matt Harvey fastball is Mark Panarone, getting the jump on Canfield, and here comes Zachariah almost to make it 3 wide.
Yeah, that was getting scary there in turn number 2. Panarone able to hold back the advances. Trouble up in turn 3. The 44 and the 01 getting at it.
And they both get on the track. We have a problem. Panarone, the leader. Trudeau involved. Canfield involved. And it's like a big shredder, but he is back in the field.
Yeah, no nose on the car. He's got some damage both front and rear, but I bet you that 51 is still quick.
But he is going to have to prove it from the rear of the field. He has 12 laps in which to move up. And Mark Panarone is one of those young drivers who never gives up. Neither does Pete Zachariah. He has the lead with 12 to go.
Here we go. The pistol takes off like a rocket ship into turn number 1. He's your leader in the 07 car.
And it is Burrows in second. And Ian Brew is trying to get the best of Christopher Ivory. And he does. Ian Brew can do. He is in 3rd.
Yeah, the Brewmaster's got himself a podium run going right there, but he's got the 06 to shake off first. The Hamilton Market 06 of Chris Ivory behind the wheel.
And Sean Caron has come back to life as that car was in a predicament earlier. And now he is on the verge of taking 4th place away from Christopher Ivory.
He got a nice push from Jeff Moffitt there. That's going to put him to the rear of the 06 car, and he is moving to the front for sure.
Zachariah pulling away, leading by about the length of a cue stick. Over the 20 of Wade Burrows. 3rd is being contested between Ian Brew and Christopher Ivory. Karen is the neighborhood. Leading the next group of cars is Jeff Moffitt, but all by his lonesome is Zachariah, and now Burrows is starting to move in.
Burrows trying to close the gap between the 07 and the 20 car. That's for position number 1. Pete Zachariah still holding down the advantage.
As the 07 leading by a giraffe's neck over the 20 of Wade Burrows. They go into the second quarter. Burrows is not giving up. That lead continues to shrink.
Third spot. Oh, trouble with Norman in turn number 2. He spins around. See if he can keep going. Looks like he does.
Looked like a bull rider, but he is able to keep that car off the wall and in the race. Trouble for Moffitt as he got hooked up with the 27 of Corey Caddick. And those two cars came together, and the two cousins had a very rough afternoon. First, he is hung it in there, and he is running 4th. So we have had a lot of drivers in some ticklish situations, and a lot of them have recovered, including Mark Panarone. He just will not take no for an answer.
He pop a couple fenders off that thing, he can run into the SK Modifieds. That car's pretty damaged, that's for sure, on the 51. But we're ready to go back to green flag racing with the pistol on the pole here.
And he is able to get the jump as he looked like he was shot out of a bow. Now Burrows trying to answer. Look at Ian Brew having a battle with Christopher Ivory. Two guys who aren't used to running 3rd and 4th. They swing off the corner. Look at Ivory getting the momentum, but Ian Brew has 3rd place.
We had 3 wide down the front stretch. Chuck McDonald goes backwards, but the 51 of Panarone and the 27 of Caddick move forward.
That leading by about the length of a pitchfork is Pete Zachariah. Burrows is not giving up. We're down to the final 5. Trouble for Burrows. Something has gone amiss in that car. Something is broken. And Wade Burrows has to do a donut in the grass. And that donut is not something that he wants to. Enduro car, and you're anxious to get one more race under your belt before the year is over, before the snow hits. Bring it out on November 1st, and you will have a blast.
Yes, we're not looking forward to that. How about Ivory to the outside in the 06 car, the Hamilton Market machine moving forward?
So let's see what happens as they blockbuster their way off the quarter. It is a pistol pulls the trigger. Brew gets out of line. So Brew has a problem, and he is trying to recover against Steve Mahalski.
Yeah, 3 wide there going out of turn number 2. Here comes Mitch Bombard. He drives up to the 5th spot.
As the loser of that battle was Mahalski to the wall, and he smacks it.
Boy.
So he carouses.
The Belltown Motors truck added to the back of the pack.
Remember, waiting in the on-deck circle, it will be our Granite State Pro Stock Series for the first time in this century, running at the Speedbowl. And when Pro Stocks are at their best, it is a great spectator attraction. So the Pro Stocks are ready. Derek Griffith trying to nail down a championship. Dylan Bolts look good in his qualifying round in the number 5 car. So Thrilla Dylan, I think he wants to reassert his dominance in his old playground.
Yeah, he took a late model championship, I believe, here.
Yes, he did. A few years ago.
Yeah.
He beat Keith Rocco, in order to do that. So Dylan Bolts also beat Bruce Thomas, Jeff Smith. He beat a lot of pretty good competitors in order to get to that championship. Tomorrow we will have 6 features, 2 semifinals, and a B main. So it will be busy. The racing starts at 1:30. Practice starts at 12. And you want to get here early, get a bite to eat, get a good seat, and be able to see the best competitors in the Northeast in action.
Looks like a single file restart, Matt, as the management here at the Bowl said, okay, guys, let's keep it clean. Final 5 laps to go. Pete Zachariah with the lead.
So Zackelwright will try to get the upper hand. Now Ivory, if he times it right, could get a great restart, but he comes together with Brew. They tap dance into the grass in the John Deere country. They come out together. They do-si-do their way into the first turn, and they got paper clipped together, and now Brew pulls away.
Yeah, a couple of Mustangs hitched up there at the front end, so the 06 and the...
To our top three, Pete Zackelwright is the winner.
So Pete Zackelwright goes to victory lane. The 52 car will finish in the second position.